as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Hurricanes will kick this deep to begin the game. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And it's a bunch formation. They'll hand it off. Stopped right at the line in the first play. Nothing there. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
And looking to throw now on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you gotta have to come up with and make a catch.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Hunt. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. Throws to the tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
First play of the drive, they look to the right, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. He shreds the tackle. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? It's a draw play. Breaks loose at the 40. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then it pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He escapes the pocket, trying to create here on the move. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
The Canes will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. He keeps it on a design run. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, it's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Important second down play coming up. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play in that completion.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Send the back in motion. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. Oh, it's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? And the defense comes up with the football.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. That's exactly what he did there.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. He's at the 50. Across the 40. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. It's an out route. The catch made. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Canes.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Game moves into the 35, first down again. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. And reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson. And how about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They finally corral him at the 1.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they've got him.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Movement here from the tight end. Design quarterback run. Goes all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Caught over the middle. It's Pringle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the move now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. QB keeper all the way. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. The Hurricanes looking to run some tempo here. To the air, it's Harris. Moves out of the pocket. Cannot connect on his first throw. It's incomplete.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Hand it off for a draw. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. It's a draw to the back. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And the Canes have 1st and 10 here. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looks left and finds his target there. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks in a fresh set of downs. The Canes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. The running back here on a direct snap. And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Looking downfield. Caught with room to run. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
He'll run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to scramble. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Yeah, that's the challenging aspect of these RPOs, kind of that gray area on the read. The quarterback felt he could pull that and try to make a play off to his right, but the defense is all over the quarterback, and they push him backwards.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Hunt. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. And the pass is incomplete.
Boy, it's another incompletion. It's just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another fourth down for this quarterback.
They misfire on first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw yet again. Deep shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back in this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking deep again. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Well, Chris, the struggles continue for this quarterback in this offense, just not quite able to find a rhythm. Now we got a fourth down. You're down multiple scores, and the time is really becoming a factor.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Caught for the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Quick throw to the left. Fights through a tackle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
2nd down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back. It's Harris. Makes a quick grab. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Now, a 4th down.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Leaning on the run game here late. The Hurricanes are going to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Catch made by the tight end. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The Canes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down and goal upcoming. Touchdown, Miami. They are pouring it on now.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They have done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Great job of the defense pushing him back on 1st down. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Evans. He's swarmed by the defense.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Trying for a 4th down completion. The pocket breaking down. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
By the receiver. Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This offense is still clicking.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Texas A&M offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Defense showing blitz here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And on the final play of the game, just a short gain.